Hello.
Morning.
Good morning, how are you?
A little bit behind. Can never have enough to do. But it's all fine. Being a head teacher can keep you awake at night quite a lot. You constantly asking yourself the question of, am I doing the right thing? Because you do have 900 kids in your care, and you feel responsible for every single person.
OK, is there anything I can do other than...
Just keep me sane.
Don't go mad. If you feel you're going mad, OK, I'll be on my radio in the GCSE hall. Let me know. All right, please. We need you as our leader. Right, I will see you shortly in the meeting room.
OK.
OK, bye.
Morning, ladies. Morning. Good morning, gentlemen. You had a good holiday? Did you miss us?
No. Yes, kind of.
For so many of our kids, this is their sanctuary and their security and their stability that a lot of time they often don't have at home. Thank you. Just being a teenager can be awful, let alone when your parents break up or you split up with your girlfriend or whatever else happens. And that's why the relationships and the support that we offer are hugely, hugely important.
It's the first day of a new half-term.
Come take a seat.
And Year 10s are in English with Mr Bisfam.
First question. Do you believe in the possibility of love at first sight? I just want you to think about this for a second. Jeb, I knew your hand would go straight up. Start us off, please.
You might see someone and like them, yeah, but you don't know how what their personality is or anything.
OK.
They could be a white bee, but just look nice.
Could be a right B.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh, right. Thanks, Jeb.
15-year-old Jeb has been at Frederick Bremer for just a year.
I got chucked out of my last school because of bad behaviour. I was getting in arguments with teachers a lot.
OK, you have to write an explanation. So this is an example of what I would write.
I don't remember a time when I didn't know Jeb, because I think he's always been on my radar.
So it's got the idea of confusion and the idea of being difficult. Bear with me a second, Jeb. Let me just finish and I'll come to you.
Jeb came to us in Year 9 with a patchy track record, and we've worked very, very hard on engaging him in school and working with his strengths. And when he's on form, he's fabulous.
Did my heart love till now? For I swear it's sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
So right bunch of little Romeos in here. Samira.
I'm interested in, like, all the Shakespeare plays and that. My favourite story is Romeo and Juliet. In the modern version of Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio, it's not really a long time ago, is it?
No, but it's set. It's still, the language is all set in Shakespeare's time. They didn't change the language, did they? Gently. Jeb, I'm not going to pass it back to you again.
I just thought it's nicely stuff.
Ted was not nice.
That was... I just like the essence. There's romance, there's jealousy, there's, like, different stuff in it. Falling love.
Do you believe in love?
Yeah, I do.
Why might we be interested, considering our control assessment is going to be on the relationship between parents and children, why might we be particularly interested in Capulet's reaction here? You just want the ball, Jeb, don't you?
It could start arguments between their parents.
OK, could start arguments between their parents, possibly.
My parents split up Christmas. I think it was around Christmas Day or after that. And I found it hard to deal with it inside, or I didn't show it a lot, but I did find it really hard.
He's always struggled with anger and struggled with his emotions, and this has been a catalyst for accelerating those negative emotions at the moment. OK, come in and have a seat, Mr Jebster.
It's mid-morning. Jeb's been called to see Miss Smith. He's been in trouble in his technology lesson.
So, according to the statement I have, during your lesson, you sprayed links around the classroom, despite being asked not to. You were verbally abusive to staff. When Miss Sayer came along, you told her to piss off.
But I didn't tell Miss Sarah to piss off. I told Sarah.
OK, she may have just thought it was meant at her.
Because she was speaking to me at the time.
You called Mr Bell a bellend and a pervert?
Yeah. I sprayed Lynx on myself. Fair enough, I shouldn't have been spraying it, but I did, yeah. And then I was like, Mr Bell, Mr Bellend, what I've done is wrong. I know it was. But obviously the mood I was in at the time. I do get angry quite quick, yeah. 1 minute I could just be normal and someone could either say something or do something and then I'd just, next thing I'd just be angry.
What are we going to do about all of this?
Well, I need to apologise to all 3 of them.
And when are you going to do that?
When I get time, at lunch, I think.
As much as we really care about you, Jet, and we really like you, there's going to come a point where we're going to say we can't take this anymore. And I'm giving you a lot of slack at the moment that I probably wouldn't be giving to other people. Family breakups of whatever form are very, very, very common. And it is one of the hardest things for a school to deal with when you've got 2 parents who care desperately about their children but for whatever reason have got massive issues with each other and the school are in the middle of it.
Jeb is one of 3 siblings at Frederick Bremer.
Shauna, you need a brush.
I know, I couldn't find one this morning, so I just put my hair up.
He has 2 sisters, Summer in Year 9
Stop moving.
Sorry. Sorry.
and Shana in Year 7.
I saw my mum's tonight.
Summer has recently moved out of the family home to live with Dad.
You alright? You sure?
I like making sure they're right. Like, I like being motherly to them and making sure that they've got everything they need.
Huh?
I do miss them.
I'm scared.
You best be.
I'm scared.
You best be.
Oh, let's have a hug.
They are a tight-knit family, and often when tight-knit families fall apart, they do it spectacularly. Because it's not just about Mum and Dad, it's the impact it's had on all the siblings.
Like Jeb, Summer has recently been in trouble with her teachers.
Is Miss going to come down?
Yeah, but I'm not talking to her.
That'd be the best thing, is don't say nothing. Just let Miss say what she's got to say, yeah?
Following an argument with her drama teacher, she's been sent to see Hazel, a non-teaching member of staff who deals with student behaviour.
All right, Miss.
Hi. I just want to know what you were doing.
I swore the first time and you said stop.
I know, and you know that you swore at least 3 times.
I swore once when you told me to stop.
Until you're going to be willing to apologise to me.
Apologise for what?
Like
Apologise for
you have
what? I'm
been
talking
in
like
my
this because you're sending me out amongst everyone else.
I'm not going to have you back in my lesson until you are willing
I
to
don't care,
talk
you just put me in a bad mood for no reason. I'm fed up with your stuff all the time, it's always me. It's always me.
Listen, we're not going to talk about it now because I really have to go.
Then why are you
I've
still
got a
talking?
trip to go and sort out.
Then why are you still talking about it? If I'm upset about something, I'll take it out by shouting at someone, but when it comes to talking how I feel, I don't say how I really do feel, if you know what I mean. Just can't wait to get out of here.
Everything's going wrong.
Yeah, here. School used to be like I could get away from everything that was going on if there was a problem at home.
Yeah, you felt if you came here it weren't too bad.
Yeah. I just feel like I need a fresh start, to be honest. It feels like everyone's watching you. Like everyone just knows how you feel, but obviously they don't. It just feels like someone's just opened me up and, like, just told everyone about, me. Moving house, miss. I'm just gonna go somewhere far and then move school from there.
You know, 9 times out of 10 schools are near enough the same, sweetie, didn't you? I think she puts on a front, Summer, and that's how she copes. She thinks it's a new beginning. But it's like I said to her, whether she wants to go to a new school, her mum and dad are still split up. Yeah. All right, yeah?
Yeah.
You sure? Good girl. You know where I am.
Thanks.
See you later, sweetie.
as sympathetic as we are to pupils and as supportive as we are when they're going through bad times in their life, they have got to respect the rules in the school and they've got to respect the people in the school.
Jeb yesterday made a very clear character assessment. He called me a bellend and a pervert.
I'll secure an apology for the second bit. For the first bit, I've got to say, at least he was using his brain.
Well, you're Tibble and he's Lord Capulet. Right.
It's 4 days into term. And Jeb is in English with Mr. Bisfan.
Right, Jeb, your mortal enemy is just...
This is a Montague, our foe, a villain that is hither come in spite to scorn at our
Solemnity, solemnity.
solemnity.
Since his parents separated at Christmas, staff have become concerned about his behaviour in school.
There's a lot going on at home with Jeb. He really, has a lot of issues to deal with. As a teacher, I think it's sometimes more consistent to try and leave that at the door and forget about it.
We started off by looking at these quotes about Romeo from his dad. You listen, Jeb?
Yeah.
My belief is you've got to be that level of consistency. If things aren't consistent in the rest of their life, you have to be like, OK, you still got to follow the rules, Jeb.
Don't you dare.
What are you doing?
It was evil.
It was him.
You could have caused him harm.
Guys.
He was leaning back and I pushed it down.
He pulled the chair.
Oh, this is what happened.
Pushed it
Hold
down.
on, no,
Jeb. There, done.
Jeb.
Shush.
Jeb.
No.
Jeb, allow me to speak.
No. Not to me. You can speak, just not to me.
Is that all right, Josh?
Yes.
Josh,
Yeah?
make sure you're not leaning back on your chair, first of all.
Good boy.
Jeb, do not... Jeb, you're going to listen to me or you're going to have to leave the room. Jeb, you're going to listen to me or you're going to have to leave the room. OK, Jeb, you now have to leave the room. Jeb? You now have to leave the room.
This is just pathetic.
It's not pathetic, Jeb. Jeb, I just want to speak to you.
Good little
Jeb,
boy, Josh.
don't speak to him. Come on.
Okay, bye.
There's nothing you can do as a teacher in that situation. You feel powerless. Come on, Jeb. It's a stubborn streak that, I've never seen before.
Come on.
I want to speak to you.
Jeb, you've got to speak to me.
You're stopping me from learning.
No, I'm not stopping you from learning, Jeb. I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
You're not.
As soon as you do something like that...
I want to do the work. You're stopping me from learning.
Right, Jeb.
I can't explain what anger feels like. It just makes me feel really mad. I've got lessons to go to. You're stopping me from learning. No one else, you, so I can't talk to you. I do want to stop myself when I'm angry, but sometimes it's just too much.
Jeb, this only works. Jeb, please don't do that.
Shouting at Jeb will just exacerbate the situation. All it will do is make him more and more angry. You have to try and calm the situation as much as you can.
Jeb, please don't do that.
Why? It don't matter. I'm not hurting no one.
You are.
Who am I hurting?
Yourself.
It's 11 a.m.
You can stay with me then until we can go back there. Is that all right? It's better than sitting in the interventions.
Jeb has been sent to see pastoral worker Hazel to cool off after his outburst.
Yeah, but there's sometimes in life that we just have to get on with it because we're at school, we're at work. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to get through to all of them. I like to feel that they can all talk to me in some way or another and trust me. I know it's hard. When I was at school, I found it really difficult too. So I know how that feels. I wasn't a good girl at school. I was very naughty, actually. You really, really have got to rein it in.
I'm trying.
I know, but I've been there, done that, wore the T-shirt. Should we go and sit in here for a little while?
How were you naughty?
Excluded. Gone. To another school.
Excluded?
Yes. But what I'm worried about is this anger thing, right? Is if it takes you out of here and takes you to a place where, I don't know. I don't know.
I see what you mean.
Being excluded, it's not the right route. But when you're a student, you don't think about what you're doing. You just think, this is the way I'm going to go. I know stuff's going on, but I don't want it to be sort of like that it upsets your schooling. Because you're doing so well, Jeb.
I know. I think because Hazel's not a teacher, like, she sees it more. She just, like, listens to you. I'm just putting them in order, miss.
All right, well done. OCD, a bit like me.
And she just tells me, like, what the right thing to do is.
Do you want to put them in there, Jeb? We've got to go on call. So I don't want to leave the library in a mess. We'll get into trouble. You got me radio, babe?
No.
You have, you little tyke.
Shirts. Come on, Isaac. Come on, Noel, Leon. Let's go.
It's break time. Miss Smith and Deputy Head Miss Hillman are on duty.
Someone needs to have a conversation with Summer about that piercing. But I know if I have it, she's going to explode. She's got a bar across her ear.
I shall do it.
Would you like to?
Nikita had about 8 bits of metal in this morning.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of piercing gone on over the holidays.
OK, thanks. So, what are we going to do?
It's not coming out. You can exclude me, put me in intervention, do what you want.
No, I don't want to do that.
It's my decision and it was my ear, so...
Who did you go with, Mum or Dad?
My dad. I don't live with my mum.
I appreciate it's rubbish at the moment and there's lots of stuff going on. I appreciate all of that. I don't want to cause you more distress by...
The school's already gave me distress. Miss Smith stands in the corridor and goes, "Are you OK, Summer? Like I've got something wrong with me." I don't want to ask him that every day.
Okay.
I don't want people saying to me, "I understand how it is," when they clearly don't.
OK. I mean, ultimately, it's only because people care about you.
Talking to a person is not going to help me. And I've tried to say to them so many times and they keep going on and on and on about it. I don't really need to talk to anyone.
The only reason I'm speaking to you at all is because of this. I wouldn't be having a conversation with you or giving you any of my attention if it wasn't for that piercing. And I don't want this to be like this, but I can see it's going to go that way, isn't it?
It's already happened with the school. I don't like the school. Don't like anyone in the school. So it doesn't make a difference.
Makes me sad.
A lot of support has been offered to Summer, who quite clearly struggling with everything that's going on. The support's always going to be there. At some point, she will actually find something that she'll find helpful and will work for her. But at the moment, she's not going to take it.
If by any miraculous chance you suddenly softened and changed your mind...
Yes, that's not going to happen.
But do let me know, because it will save me a job bringing your dad.
She came back to life, back to reality. I'm up tonight, you know my hips don't lie. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body.
It's 9 a.m.
Right, you sit on that table there. You sit on that one there. Ah!
are.
Jeb has been sent to the intervention room as punishment for his behaviour yesterday.
Take a seat there, Jeb, just at the end table there.
I need to go to drama because I've got a trip after school.
There's Miss. Miss, I don't know what's going on. What?
With
Jeb.
Jeb's supposed to be in here.
Okay.
But he... No, you are.
Really?
Yeah.
What's this? What's this? Oh, I'm going out.
Jeb, come here. Jeb, come here. Jeb, come here, please. We need to talk. We need to talk. Well, we need to talk this through. You storming around the school, you being rude to me.
Okay, listen. Patrick, because I've got a trip today after school, so yes.
Take a breath.
No.
This is not going to go anywhere apart from you digging yourself further and further into a hole.
Well, I
okay?
guess that's what it looked like.
As I said to you yesterday, I'm always going to listen to you. Always.
You haven't listened to me, miss.
Yeah, but Jeb, I'm a little bit busy this morning.
You haven't. You put me in interventions.
I think...
Like WTF.
Yeah, until I get a chance to talk to you. Because I've got to deal with a few other really urgent things at the moment. Jeb, come here. Jeb, come here. Jeb, come here. Jeb's behaviour has started to get significantly worse in the school. It's deteriorated quite rapidly. He's going home. So it goes from a minor thing like being asked to pick something up off the floor that he'd dropped to a full-on, the teacher's the one the problem, who does he think he is to ask me to do this? Have you seen Jeb anywhere? And it will escalate from A to Z without passing any other letters. Come on, Jeb. You're going to have to. OK? The thing is, Jeb, if you can't, I'm going to end up excluding you, and I don't want to do that. I went...
Like, you understand it. You don't understand it.
I do.
You don't. Why are you even a head teacher? You don't help no one.
You know that's not true, Jeb.
No, I don't.
There is an element where he feels that he is victimised. And he can't step back and actually see what's happening in that situation. I wouldn't normally let someone go out on a trip when I can't trust their behaviour in school, let alone outside school. You are out of our control, Jeb,
I'm not,
and that's
you
the
just
issue.
can't handle it.
But we shouldn't have to handle it.
You should, because you're a school.
OK, Jeb, just pull your head up a bit, please, and take a breath.
Go away.
We can sort your trip out at another point.
Go away.
You're making this even worse for yourself, OK?
Don't care.
OK. I'm not going to have any choice, Jeb.
Don't have any choice.
But to exclude you now.
Exclude me.
OK?
Exclude me.
Sometimes when you are supportive, those boundaries get pushed and they get pushed and they get pushed. But Jeb's behaviour cannot be unchallenged and it has to be dealt with, and it can't be seen that he has more tolerance and more leeway than any other child in this school. You know, if he can't manage his anger, then he can't be here.
Morning. Here she comes, walking down the street with a bit of sunshine with everyone she meets. Morning. She's gone.
It's Wednesday. Jeb is back in school after serving a 3-day exclusion for his defiant behaviour.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
One of the reasons for fixed-term exclusions is when pupils need a cooling-off period, and when they come back, they should be able to then think about what's going to be different in the future and be able to express how their actions will change as a result. Hey, yeah. Right.
Sorry for being with you.
OK, I really appreciate you apologising, yeah? I really want you to stay here, I really, really do. But we can't have any more of those meltdowns, yeah? Good, because I want to see you back in here, I want to see you smiling again, and I want that old Jeb back. Yeah? All right, it's good to see you.
It might look like I don't like her, but she's all right.
She's all right.
Yeah, she's all right.
What's all right about her?
I don't know, she's just all right.
I'm not gonna wait
taste it?
Can I use a bit, please? I've got a bit of hair coming out.
Can you spray my donut, please?
Yeah. Is that enough?
Yeah.
To the back as well. Safe.
Yeah, that's
Thanks. It's like £2.95. I'll buy you one.
This cost me £3.50.
Okay, well, you got to rip off because it's in Morrison's, mate.
What type of play is it?
It's a love and tragedy.
Okay, so that...
Wait, what is it? Tragedy.
Tragedy?
Ah, tragedy. So what is it, man?
It's tragedy.
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 That's what I said. Tragedy.
No,
It's not funny.
It's period 5, and Jeb is back in English with Mr. Bisfam.
Tragedy.
Yes.
I said that. It's a tragedy.
Miss Smith has come to check on him and see how he's doing.
Hello, miss.
Hello, sir.
Jeb, getting into this, aren't we, on double entendres in Shakespeare?
Come on.
I'll keep your stuff, Jeb.
Thanks.
How's today been?
Good.
You all right?
Yeah. I feel
Can
really...
I just sort your tie out? It's just like...
Oh, I got peanutted.
You got peanutted? Who was horrible enough to peanut you?
Prefect.
A prefect did that to you? That's an awful thing to do. Do you want me to sort them out?
No.
You haven't got long left of your school day. You've done really well so far. Yeah? Let's get you back in your English lesson. Don't get too used to this. You're not going to be getting this every day. There are ways we can help people going through these kind of difficulties if the obvious means of support are not helping.
Summer, next week, I'm running a slam poetry workshop, and your name's been put forward.
By who?
Name forward. By me. As one of the 15 kids that could do it.
Some of the strategies are by stealth, engaging in the sporting activities, engaging in drama, engaging in music. You know, people have got different ways of dealing with stressful situations.
But if you're getting in trouble or anything, I'm going to really struggle to get you on there.
And we will keep trying different things without it but explicitly looking like we're trying to talk about your problems.
Oh, I found one. Dot.
Nice. Spurt. Yeah.
Oh, Jeb, stop. Older than me, and I ain't even... Is it on there? Yeah, bleeding is as well. Look at you. It's difficult for you guys, isn't it? But you know, Jeb, you're not the first person it's happened to where their mum and dads are not together, and you won't be the last, darling.
Yeah, I know, it's fun.
But it's horrible when it's your own.
Exactly.
I know.
And they've been together since I've been alive, so that's even worse.
Yeah.
For 20 years they've been together.
20 years.
Exactly.
Long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is so difficult, babe.
Is that a tattoo? Who's that?
My son, babe.
Why have you got a tattoo of him?
Because he's not with me anymore, Jeb.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Right, Jeb. He was playing a game with all his mates. Thought he'd be silly and jumped off of a balcony. He broke his neck. Sorry.
Hustle. Is that on there?
Yes. He was only 19. So, like, not seeing him have kids, grow up, it's really tough.
Immediate.
Oh, yes, you star. Because of losing my son, I suppose that's why I like to think that they're like one of mine, so I'm pretty loud, and I'll tell them how it is.
Pumped.
You're really good at these, Jeb.
Am I? It just comes and top.
I think with Jeb, he's on a self-destruct. I look at him and I think, don't follow that path, do this path. And then I wish I could have said to my Lee, don't do that, do this. But I couldn't. Good day, darling. No, thank you for being you. All right. Go on, go and take a statement.
See you later.
Who feels comfortable writing?
It's Tuesday. Summer has been chosen to take part in a poetry workshop with Mr. Bispham and a guest poet.
I'm not talking about spelling or grammar or anything like that, just getting your ideas down on a page. And I'll help you do it, don't worry. So, see the tower block? There's loads of windows, yeah? Put your hand up if you can see anyone looking out the window. Nice one.
I love writing things. It sort of puts all your feelings down onto one page without you having to tell someone.
But I would say, if I was writing about a girl, I would say, like, when she's not at home, she's a bubbly, loud, but we all know inside she's hiding this and that.
Sometimes I should just go and write it down instead of going to shout at someone or say this and that, because I don't always mean what I say when I'm angry.
Can I just say something, yeah? It's like, it's not about me, if you know what I mean, but it's saying me in it. My hopes are high, higher than a skyscraper, but now they've dropped to my feet, each tear shed engraved in my cheek. The sore scars remained for days whilst crying for many different ways. Closed eyes, beating heart, soon is key to stop. But what does stop mean? It stopped the last cell in your body that shuts down before it takes you over. Who am I? Is this me?
When Mum and Dad split up, I was so afraid of everyone knowing. And then everyone knew, and it was sort of like, whoa.
That's amazing. What's your name? Summer?
Summer.
Got it. Summer.
Like S-U-M-M-E-R.
Got it. Amazing.
I sort of realised, why am I getting upset over this? It doesn't matter if people know.
Do you want to read it?
Writing a poem like that for Summer was a huge deal because she's not somebody who would easily articulate her feelings in any way.
It doesn't, when you read it to yourself, it doesn't sound as good. Yeah, because I have to say it in a bit, like each bit and stuff.
Where she was before to how she was when she came out of that poetry workshop, you could see like a weight had lifted.
That is fantastic. Thanks. That is absolutely fantastic. It's really, even just reading it is quite moving.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, you should be really proud of that. Well done.
Dominic, perhaps you'd like to tell me what you're doing with that chair. Get off the chair and put it back in the school, please.
I need my skateboard.
OK, but I'm not going to give you your skateboard back. It's that simple. Be very grateful if you could put the chair back. No. No. Don't be an accessory, Harriet.
It's Friday.
Hello, come in. Mert. Joshua. Jeb.
Jeb has been absent all week.
Is Jeb in today?
Miss Smith is working with his mum to try and get him back into school.
I know. But there's, like I said, there's only so much you can do. You physically can't bring him into school. You know, we can't go around and take him out of the house and make him come here. If he's refusing to come into school, there's only so long we can allow the situation to continue. We will try absolutely everything to engage kids into school. But there are times when the other stuff becomes more than they can bear.
After a total of 10 days unauthorised absence,
Right, come in and take a seat.
Jeb has returned to school.
Right, how are you? You sure? Yeah. It's really nice to have you back. I'm really pleased. OK, I know things have been really difficult for you. OK, but you know I'm not allowed to let you just stay at home.
No.
Well, I'm really pleased you're here. Okay. I want to see you keeping smiling, enjoying being back in school.
It's going to be all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going down. I'm yelling timber. We'll break the rules. Don't you forget.
It's 10 a.m, the second period of the day, and Miss Smith has been called to deal with a student-teacher dispute.
It's Jeb having a meltdown in science. Jeb's misbehaved. Derek's asked him to leave the room and he's adamant he won't leave.
Jeb has refused to leave the classroom for 2 separate teachers, so Hazel and Miss Smith have been called to intervene.
He's not going to come back out now.
No.
Has Jenny gone in?
Yeah, Jenny's in there.
Jeb, I need to talk to you outside.
I'm not coming.
I'm not having this conversation in front of
You're
everyone.
chuck me out the school, I don't care.
I need you to make the right decision. I need you to come out with me.
I'm not coming out. Because I'm not scared of being chucked out or excluded or anything.
Okay.
Don't give a crap.
This is
So just leave me alone.
This is something
Leave
you-
me alone.
This is something
leave
you
me
need to-
alone.
Jeb.
Leave me alone. I don't want to talk. Just leave
I
me
know,
alone.
but we can't
Just leave
solve
me
this
alone.
in this
All right,
room.
well, don't. I'm not coming out. It's
You
too
need
bad.
to step out.
You can't make me.
No, I know I can't
one-
make
no
you.
one can force me to.
I know I can't make you, which is why I want you to do it. Okay, Jeb, that's why I want you to come out. Because the consequences of you refusing to do that are so serious, I don't want to have to go there. Right. One of them needs to come to school and collect him. He's not in a state to be here. I'm really worried that he's going to kick off now.
Jeb stays in class until the end of the lesson. Whilst Miss Smith contacts his parents, Jeb is sent to the intervention room with Hazel.
The amount of time you spend just on one student when there's all these students that need you, you can't keep on one student forever. You'd like to, but you can't.
We're at the point where I have to prioritise the majority in the school over one individual. If I cannot get through to Jeb, you know, enough is enough. He can't stay in the school.
It's Monday. Jeb has not turned up to school since he refused to leave his science lesson 6 days ago.
We have done everything we can to keep him here and support him here, but I have had to make the decision that Jeb's not going to be able to come back to the school.
Miss Smith has recommended that Jeb should go to a pupil referral unit and will be informing him and his father later today.
Jeb is coming into school today, being brought by his father. When you're the person who's making the ultimate decision, you're the one that carries the weight of that decision. I'm the one that has to live with it. Do you want to come up? Right, come in and have a seat. We completely understand how difficult things have been for the whole family. And we have gone out of our way to really support. It's been very, very difficult with Jeb, to the point where he's been refusing to come into school. When he has been in school, his behaviour is very difficult for us to manage. So when he was in last week, his behaviour in this first lesson was really poor, to the point where he wouldn't leave the classroom. One of my many concerns is when Jeb doesn't want to do something, he will not do it. He will not change his mind for anybody, to the point where he has been completely out of our care and control. I hate doing it. We've failed, I can't. There's nothing else we as a school can do. He needs more intensive and more specialist support than we can offer. Now, I actually think him going to the Pupil Forever Unit, being able to access all the therapeutic support and time is probably what's best for him now, because it will help him get the kind of support that he requires. You constantly think you could have done something differently, could have handled it differently, but understanding the whole context of what was happening with Jeb, he needed some respite from mainstream school because he wasn't coping.
Let's have a look at the top columns. It says descriptive writing, extended writing, and source work.
So I should aim for level 5 or 6?
Okay, 6, Summer. Okay, because I think you can push yourself on this.
It's the end of the spring term, and Summer has chosen which subjects she'll be taking for GCSEs next year.
I'm hopeful for Summer as she moves into year 10. She's certainly much calmer, much more reasonable, and got back to that really lovely young person that she can be.
So can you say, like, in my opinion? And
Yes,
stuff like
it
that?
is your opinion.
Okay, all right, good. So I'm just checking. There's a point where I hated school. Like, I hated everyone in it. I just felt like all the teachers were just picking on me. I was gonna leave. Now, thinking about it, it's just silly.
So you want to stay?
Yeah.
Have a nice Easter, Summer.
Yeah, I will miss.
You like miss?
Have a nice
time
in Spain.
Oh, I
yeah?
will do.
No one's thinking if you just remember that.
Whatever.
Make sure you come back after the 2 weeks holidays.
I will, I promise.
I love you loads. Go, bye. Yes. I've missed you, you know that.
I've missed you too, I
So missed you. I don't think he should have stayed at the school, to be honest with you. I think he needed to go and get help to make him realise that the world's not a bad place. It will get better and he will go a long way. I miss him.
Hello, stranger.
I miss you.
How are you?
Did you?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Oh, so nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm all right. College is really good. I enjoy it a lot more than school, and now my behaviour's improved a lot. And I do sort of have a different outlook to life.
You'll be fine. What I want you to do is just stay in touch with us, yeah? Because I want to know how you're doing.
I didn't like that she did chuck me out, but I'm glad she did. I think how everything's turned out, I like it. I wouldn't change it for anything. Right, sir?
How are you?
Could you?
I'm missing you from English.
Yeah,
I've had no one's play Lord Capulet.